The moment I read my substitute's note, I realized this wasn't about homework. It was a nightmare waiting to happen. I was 17 when Mrs. Klein handed me a folded note after chemistry class. She'd been our substitute for 3 weeks while Mr. Harris recovered from surgery. The whole school thought she was amazing, brought homemade cookies every Friday, stayed after school to tutor struggling students for free, even organized a fundraiser for the debate team. My friends called her the cool sub. She let us listen to music during labs and didn't write anyone up for being on their phones. The note was on pink paper, folded into a tight square. I opened it on my walk to 4th period. Meet me in the supply closet during lunch. We need to discuss your grade privately. Don't mention this to anyone. I could get in trouble for helping students outside official channels. Mrs. K. My stomach dropped. I'd never struggled in chemistry. I had a 94 in the class. Why would she need to discuss my grade privately? And why in a supply closet? Something felt deeply wrong. During English class, I couldn't focus. I kept rereading the note, trying to convince myself I was overreacting. Maybe she wanted to offer me extra credit. Maybe the supply closet was just a quiet place to talk. But then why tell me not to mention it to anyone? At the break between 3rd and 4th period, I showed it to my lab partner, Trevor. He's one of those kids who's always been weirdly mature for his age. His face went serious immediately. Dude, screenshot that and send it to your parents right now. That's not normal. I took a photo and texted it to my mom with, "Got this from the substitute. Feel weird about it." My phone rang 30 seconds later. Mom was using her scary, calm voice, the one she reserves for serious situations. "Where are you right now?" "Hallway outside English." "Stay there. I'm calling the school. Do not go to that supply closet. Do you understand me?" "Yeah, but maybe I'm just..." "Listen to me. You are not overreacting. Stay where people can see you." She hung up. 10 minutes later, I got called to the office. The secretary, Mrs. Chen, had that patronizing smile adults use when they think teenagers are being dramatic. "Your mother called with some concerns about Mrs. Klein." I showed her the note. Her smile faded slightly, but she still had that tone. "Mrs. Klein is a trusted veteran substitute. She's worked in this district for 15 years. I'm sure there's been a misunderstanding. She told me not to tell anyone about meeting her alone in a closet." I interrupted. "How is that a misunderstanding?" Mrs. Chen blinked. "Well, I'll certainly speak with her about proper communication," but the office door slammed open. My dad walked in, still wearing his construction vest. He'd clearly left the job site immediately. "Where's the principal?" His voice was level, but had that edge that meant he was barely keeping it together. "Mr. Foster, if you'd just calm down. My son received a note from a staff member asking him to meet her alone in a closet." Dad pulled out his phone. "I have a screenshot timestamped 30 minutes ago. Where is Principal Davies?" Mrs. Chen's face finally showed real concern. She picked up the phone. Principal Davies came out of his office 2 minutes later. Dad showed him the screenshot without saying a word. Davies' expression changed instantly. "When did you receive this?" "After 2nd period chemistry." "Did you see her give notes to any other students?" I thought about it. "Actually, yeah. She handed one to Marcus Chen after class too, and I saw her talking quietly with Brandon Wells by her desk." Davies looked at Mrs. Chen. "Get Mrs. Klein to my office immediately, and I need Marcus Chen and Brandon Wells pulled from class right now." That's when I realized this was bigger than just me. 20 minutes later, Marcus and Brandon were in the office too. Both had received similar notes, different meeting times, same supply closet, same instruction not to tell anyone. Brandon admitted he'd actually gone to meet her 2 days ago. She'd asked him personal questions about his home life, whether his parents were around much, if he had a girlfriend. Then she'd given him her personal phone number in case he ever needed to talk. Marcus had gone yesterday. Same script. Davies' face was white. He made 3 phone calls in rapid succession. District superintendent, school security, and the police. Mrs. Klein was escorted from the building by 2 officers 40 minutes later. She kept insisting it was all a big misunderstanding, and that she was just trying to help struggling students. The emergency faculty meeting happened after school that day, but what really made the principal's hands shake wasn't just the notes we'd received. It was what the police found in her car. A 3-ring binder with plastic sheet protectors. Inside were printed photos of male students from the yearbook, at least 30 of them from 4 different schools. Next to each photo were detailed notes, class schedules, extracurricular activities, family situations,